Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Yes, I know that's not our regular time. It is what
It's
it
what we do
is.
now. It's what we do
So,
now. And we'll tell you up front next Wednesday, same time, same
same
place.
time, same place.
We'll be
And
here.
we will explain why. So, last Sunday, we were planning to do 11. And I was like, oh, I got this. 11. We're going to stick to a schedule. MBD, no problem. I get a text. My mom says, hey, we need you to pick me up today or tomorrow from insert city here, which is near Kristan. And I say, okay, cool. She's like, I fractured my face. I said, what? Okay. So she fractured her face. I had to take her to the ER. So I was up all night. I was unable to do the show. So it has been a mess of a weekend. But now we're here. And luckily, Kristan was very nice about moving it. And this weekend is Heroes Con. I don't know if anybody's going to be, if any of you are going to be at Heroes Con, but you know who is? Kristan and Reed and Omar and Melanie and Steven, who's been on the show before. Also Kyle Starks and I believe Chris Schweitzer.
He is. Well. He's going to be right by Kyle. Yep.
It's not me, but if you are going to be Heroes Con, take a picture with Kristan and post it online.
Come say hi to me. We're going to be at table AA52. So be there. Come say hi.
Constant updates. Just post Instagram stories all the time.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should get into that. I really use them.
You have to post at least one of Reed sitting at the table and say, come to table such and such for an ass kicking. Because I love doing that at cons. I just, every group message, I'm like, I post where I'm at, but I don't say like, hey, I'm here. I'm just like, meet me in Hall C for an ass kicking. I'm like this. Like crouched.
Nice. Yeah. I love that. You know what else I love?
I bet it's good deals.
Great deals, in fact, on collected edition comic books. The things we love the most, right? Yeah. Love the most here. That's instocktrades.com. Go there. They're our great sponsor. You're going to get the best deals. In fact, on the front page right now, my most anticipated read of the entire year
is
50% off because of our deal. It is Clementine by Tilly Walden.
Girl.
50% off, y'all. It's like 7 something right on the front page
of
IST.
You gotta get it.
Pick it up. We're going to talk about it eventually. We're going to read it. It's such a good deal. You only get that deal through Tuesday. So yes,
he's going to meet her, which I'm very...
we're both jealous of Joe, but he's wonderful. He's going to pick us both up books, signed books. We love that. So thank you, Joe. It's lovely. We'll give you another shout out. Go check out his channel. It's awesome.
Yep.
But, you know, if you can't go meet her, you should get an IST for 50% off because they have the best deals. Great packaging. Fast shipping. It's great. Robin knows.
She knows. She knows. And she also knows it's my birthday next weekend. So if anybody wants to pick me up some IST goodness, you know, you're welcome to. Not required. I'm just telling you that it's there. If you're like, man, I wish I could support the stream because super chats don't go to us. It's okay. You could do it like that.
Maddie,
you don't have to.
Do you need anything from Heroes Con for your birthday?
I mean, if you see anything cool, you can tell me.
I'm going to keep my eyes out.
I love birthday presents. So I'm not even going to play. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't need anything. I love presents.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get you something. I'm getting you something. I already have something in mind. It'll be great.
Yeah. Anyways. My presents from Elliot are already here. I can't open them yet.
But you want to.
Oh, yeah. But that,
I can never wait. I can never wait.
He says I could if I wanted to. I'm like, no. You have to give me... I have to have permission from the... You know what I mean? Like, it has to be like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get you.
Yeah. And once I get my reimbursement from work, I will get myself something. But I have no money. Robin!
Why are they taking forever?
Robin wants to turn off my computer.
Robin? Oh, she's the real star.
Okay. Anyways, hello, everyone. So it's been a crazy month. Some of you follow me on Twitter know that I have a lot going on in my life, which means that I am not as capable of reading as many things and scheduling things. So we decided for this when we do like a little mini review and just talk about a couple things we've read, kind of like a recent reads, and then just chat and chill. I hope that's cool with everybody. Because that's what we're doing. Next week we'll choose something, but for now, that's what it is.
We'll choose something, or we won't, because I will be gone a lot. Or we'll do a
small,
similar
too.
thing. I don't know. I may read at the con. We'll see.
You can do your con haul.
I could do my... All right, next Wednesday. You want to see my con haul? Come back.
I do, and it's just me hanging out like,
You know what? I could probably do a whole video because I intend to buy stuff. So
tell me about Heroes Con. Oh no. So talk about what we read, and then just shoot the shit with everybody. The best B-Day present for Maddie would be if you decided to move next door to her. James, do you know if I had $1 million, more than that probably? Inflation's rough. If I won the lottery in a big way, I would just purchase the house next to me and move you here, and then just let you be a kept woman. You know what I mean?
That would be amazing.
Because I feel like I deserve for you to be next door to me.
I mean, we need to get your neighbors, both your next door neighbors, to leave. Both of them, maybe not both, but
no, I like one of them. They're cool. They play D&D and stuff.
Okay, the other
one though, they have a pool, so if I can move them out and move you in.
Oh, and then you can come and hang out in the pool.
Yeah,
perfect.
And you would be there. Perfect.
Yeah, done.
Poolside fangirls. It's just like
we're like,
and they're like, oh shit, we spilled water. Oh no.
Don't get the books near it.
Hello, everybody. Shout out to everybody first. Hello, Buzz, guys. Oh, I don't know. Stephanie, hello. Always happy to see you. Gabby, hello.
Hello.
Chris, Jesse, how's everybody?
All the greats are here.
Happy to see you all.
Love it.
You all brighten my day. And I do mean that.
Always.
That's not a lie. If you didn't, I just wouldn't say it.
That's right. That's how we work.
Yeah, I mean it sincerely. So, things we read recently. I have one real quick. I gotta hide my library stuff.
Yeah.
But, Coming Back.
Coming Back.
Have you heard of this?
I think I read it.
I don't know. Probably.
I'm gonna check. I think I did.
It is by, who is this? Jesse Sabarsky. Never seen Sabarsky. I've seen Sabarsky. Oh, nice. This is super cute. I really liked it. The style exactly matched the tone that I was expecting. I love this sort of 3 main color palette sort of deal. This was really neat. So basically, they come from this specific village. With everybody kind of looks like humans, anyways. And there's 2 different types of people, and one type of person is more magical. They're able to. Well, I mean, they're both magic, but one's able to shapeshift typically, and the other one's able to form things. And that's how their society works. It's kind of off by itself. And they have their own religion. And in their tradition, one is able to do make things magically, and the other one's able to shift themselves into a couple of different forms or something. And they have their own systems in place. When people die, you push them out to sea, and then a new kind of baby or seed or whatever comes out from the sea. And if you have seeds, you're not supposed to plant them in the ground because they'll plant people, I guess. But anyways, it's complicated. But it's very cute. And if it does center around this couple, these 2 women, presumably, and their kind of path of learning about themselves and their magic, because one of them she does not have magic as far as we know. No spoilers. But it's them learning about themselves and learning about breaking the traditions of things. And learning that maybe just keeping themselves to themselves and staying in the religious order is preventing them from actually helping people as was intended for these abilities. But it's very cool. It's just cute. It was cute. I liked it a lot. I mostly was just in love with the art and the style of it. I love that if I see a style like this, I'm like, yeah, this is for me. It doesn't take much. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I feel the same. Yeah.
It felt T-Dragon-ish, it was just nice.
I understand that sentence because I like the art a lot. That's what I remember about it. I like the art. I read it apparently in January of this year. So it feels like it's been forever ago. I know that wasn't that long ago, but
I understand.
It's it's been forever ago. Also during a time in my life, right?
There's a lot happening.
Yeah. I think I remember not liking the ending.
I think it was fine. I'll say that I think I gave this book I gave it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it, but I also think it's ultimately forgettable, which sounds really bad. I really enjoyed it.
Clearly, I've forgotten it.
I'm glad I checked it out.
I'll tell you that. Yeah.
And it felt like a fable, a very good fable. But there wasn't enough there that was like, this is a keeper forever. And I can't speak to what's missing. It's very good for what it is, and it accomplishes that. But that's all I feel about it. But I'm not selling it though. I think everybody should read. I think it's really fun, but I don't see myself buying it, I guess. If that makes sense.
And I clearly didn't remember if I'd even for sure read it. I had to look it up, so I get it. But I do like the art a lot.
Also, people at home, I know this is a read and not a haul, but it's a book of things.
It matters.
There's no words in it, but it's the DC Pride poster portfolio, and everybody knows how much I love poster portfolios a lot. But there's a whole bunch of the DC Pride covers in here, so I'll give you guys a little look. We've got one of the big ones that was going around, like the DC Pride issue, with a bunch of queer characters. We've got more than one Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy in here, as we should. We got these kiddos. I only recognize 2 of them, but they're there. Midnighter and Apollo, right? I should know their names. I promise I read.
Are you right?
This print, which will definitely go to Jessica.
Oh, that's very cool.
Right? Very pretty. We got our girl from Far Sector.
Nice.
Love this one. Constantine, of course. Our DC's basically like Deadpool-ish kind of character as far as like bi chaotic energy. Kid Lobo, who is canonically queer. How cute. It's a little like Lisa Frank cover.
I was gonna say it's very Lisa Frank.
Apparently, according to Omar, these might be Secret Six people. I don't know who they are. Again, I'm a bad DC fan right now. I don't know who all these people are, but it sounds about right. This guy.
You're just like, this dude.
I don't know. I don't know who he is. But now we're okay. This Nightwing cover.
That's great. That's a great cover.
Look at him. That's awesome. And again, another Poison Ivy Harley Quinn. This one, which I've been dying to own. This beautiful, let me hold it up better. This beautiful Superman print where he has the rainbow or the whole like pride flag draped over his shoulder.
I mean, look, I'm not a fan of Superman. That's a very nice cover.
That's a
it.
beautiful
I
cover.
Like it. Very beautiful.
I need it in my house. Oh, Lobo's kid. Lobo's daughter is queer. Lobo is not. No, guys, I didn't say he was queer. I said Kid Lobo is.
I heard kid.
Yeah. Also, people can be queer and it doesn't mean gay.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's not a lesson time. It's all right. I'll explain sometime. I'm queer, married to a man. I could have children. Anyways, okay. Yar Floor. Love it.
That's nice. Good. Yeah. These are really good covers.
Okay. I gotta explain some stuff. He's being supportive. Oh, you got it. He's just being supportive. That's it. It's all good. I was just like, please, it's okay. I mean, Lobo could be. I don't know his deal. Teen Titans Tower from Academy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Nightwing thing was just out of support. Nothing has ever come out with him being queer because Tim Drake, I believe.
I'm just gonna keep nodding. Sure.
I think so. Anyways, we got Superboy and his boyfriend.
Cute.
Jim Bartels, which is from this cover. Aquaman. More Superboy. I'm not a huge Superboy fan, so I don't read it. I know it came out, so I'll have to find friends to give that to. And my picture already fell, but I did already frame the Wonder Woman one. I think it's pretty.
It's a great one.
Oh, thank you, Crush. I appreciate you. I never remember her name. Thank you, Aku. I still need to read her stuff, and I haven't. I'm a little behind on some DC things. Anyways,
we're behind on everything. I get it. We both are.
And last thing, this is not a comic book, but it is a really cool book. We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. I've been reading all of his stuff. He's the same one who wrote the Final Girl support group, The Southern Guide to Killing Vampires or whatever, Horror Store, My Best Friend's Exorcism, and it's really cool. I really like it. This one's about like a band that one of them had sold their souls and kind of fucked over the rest of the band and whatever. And it's like 20 years later, and they're trying to like fix everything. It's pretty cool.
You're like inspiring me because I feel like I've checked out a lot of his books in the library and they've sat there. But I've been very interested for like years now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Maddie's loving a lot of them. I need to do it.
I'm just going to read all of them. And, some of them are better than others.
Sure.
I still like the first one I read the most. But I've really enjoyed all of them. There's some things I'd like to fix. But mostly in the vampire one. Like it's about like old, like housewives. The book club, there's a vampire and they gotta kill him or whatever. But I think there are some unfortunate tropes in there.
Gotcha.
And like, I can't speak to that because I haven't read when that happens. So I need to check. But for me, I'm like, I never is surprised if anyone's bi because like.
Well, I was gonna say, like,
know.
Is it out of nowhere for anyone? Like, because it could be in them the whole time and you don't know.
It could be out of nowhere for them. That happens all the time. I mean, I've always known for me, but I know other people.
Sure, I mean, like reading it, like, oh, that was out of nowhere, but it's like for them, they don't feel that way.
That's true.
I know they're characters, but
I know. I'm trying to my personal experience on them. The furthest I've got with DC is Metal. I started with New 52 and stopped at Metal. Okay. I'm about at the same point as you. I'm a little bit behind because I loved Rebirth. And I've talked about this before, but like, I feel like they got so complicated again. Like DC couldn't help itself, but to like make itself complicated. And it kind of lost me a bit. So I'm trying to come back slowly, but just focus on different characters and read stuff on like DC Universe. For me, the Rapid Agent came out way more out of nowhere than the bi thing. I will never forgive them. I mean, good for him. I'm excited like his whole life right now, but them ruining Super Sense. I loved little Superboy. I loved him so much.
I mean, I would have read like tons more of that. And now it's like, no, not again.
I so far have read every DC title up through Dark Crisis and the tie-ins, and I'm really liking the another Crisis level event that we just got done. I'm like really again another Crisis level event we just got done with Mid Frontier. They can't stop themselves. Gabby says I definitely want to read more books about Poison Ivy and Harley's romance. I love them together. I love them too. They're great. Anyways, what have you read?
Let's see. This has been like sitting in our house for a while. Reed picked this up at some point. But Craig Thompson, who did Blankets, which I love, he put out Ginseng Roots. This is actually like the first issue. It's so little. I don't know. I don't have a regular paperback near me. Here's an OHC. So it's a little baby kind of. It's just a little baby. But it's just the first issue, and it's about his life growing up and with his brother. And there was like a ginseng farm that they like helped work in.
That's cool.
And it's like, it teaches you about ginseng roots and like, how
ginseng.
Yeah, how they even grow and the benefits of ginseng. And it's very interesting. I will say it's interesting, and I love his art. I love the way he depicts. I mean, even just like here's some roots, and
I've always loved his style.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. I love his style. I love the like red bits throughout it.
Yeah.
And you're learning the whole time, which is just, it's very interesting stuff that I never felt like I would have cared about, right?
Yeah.
But he makes you care about it. I will say some of it dragged on. There were moments where I was like, oh, it felt a little bit like a chore, some of it, but I generally still liked it, and I want to read more. So I didn't hate it or anything. I was just like, yeah, I like this. There were some bits, but I'd like to hear, the ending. I think everything, I think it's all out now, maybe. He put them out on issues. I'm not positive how many are out. I don't have the rest, but it feels like one of those things that will lend itself better to a full story together.
Yeah.
So, like, if I read them all together, maybe I wouldn't have felt
Yeah.
so sloggy in the middle of like just one issue. But yeah, I still really liked it. I love Craig Thompson, so I will be reading the rest. And I mean, even just the cover, it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
So that was fun. You want me to keep going?
I mean, yeah, I did my stuff. That's it.
Oh, okay. You got it. You got it. I also read Sword of Super. So
Cute.
yeah, this one, Jess, Omnidog himself, suggested. He was like, "You're gonna love it. You should read it." So I did. I found it. I found it at like a local big box store. So like, which is extra funny to me because he talked about this on his Hidden Gems video, and I was like, "Is it a hidden gem if I can find it in a big box store?" But
I
anyway,
don't trust most people as hidden gems. I'm
I
like,
don't
this is a
either.
normal book.
I know. I'm like every time I'm like, doesn't make sense to me, but
Mm,
all right, that's okay. That's okay. But it was great. I love the art in this.
yeah.
But it's about this little boy, and I don't even know how old he is, but he has superpowers. He can fly. He has super strength. He has a lot of like the standard tropey kind of superpowers, and he has to hide that at school. And
Yeah.
he struggles with that. He struggles with, of course, there's a bully, and he wishes he could tell him what's up. And his sister is like super smart, and she's kind of his sidekick, even though she doesn't have abilities. Like
Yeah.
he kind of wishes she could. And they just get into like hijinks in school, and it has a great story. There's a like great villain that ends up happening, like because of course he has to save the world at one point. I feel like that's not that's not a spoiler. Maybe not
I
the
just
world, but like
expect it.
yeah, there's basically animals start missing from the community. So like they have
Mhm.
a class like chinchilla that ends up being missing, and he's like, "What and he kind of figures out who's taking all of these animals. So someone's taking all of the animals and hiding them in like cages in like a basement. Someone close to them in the school that no one would expect, and he has
Yeah.
to figure out how to like make his dad aware. Basically, I think his dad's like the sheriff, and their mom went away a long time ago. She left them, and they
Yeah.
never understood why or what happened with that. And this did end on a note where there could definitely be more, and they could definitely like dive into that
Yeah.
interesting mystery. Like there's more to that than you expect in the beginning, which is fascinating. So I don't know. I really loved it. I love the art, and if you want a good juvenile graphic novel, kids graphic novel, you could probably pick it up at your library. It's one of those. It's one of those great ones. It's
Yeah.
great.
All right.
Joe's saying he needs to read that. Yeah, you do, Joe. I think you'll like it. But okay, so we've talked about it and talked about it because my favorite thing I've still read this year is still Delilah Green. What is it? Because I mess
Uh,
it up every time. Delilah
I
Green.
almost said Delilah Green keeps breaking up with you,
I
which is
almost said
not what
the
it
same
is.
thing. That's so funny. I literally Delilah Green doesn't care, right?
Oh yeah.
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 And I almost say the title that Reed does. It's explicit, so I won't say it. It's just funny. It has F bombs in it throughout it.
I
And
mean,
it's
there's some
every time it's funny.
explicit situations.
Yeah. But anyway, that's still my favorite thing I've read. However, I felt like I've read comics this year. I haven't read as much as I'd like to read. I have favorites that I've read. We did a recent, here's some of our favorites we've read so far this year.
Yeah.
However, I recently read something
Okay.
that blew everything else, I feel like, out of the water.
Okay. Let's go.
Maybe not out of the water,
Yeah.
but it jumped to the top. I think this is my favorite thing, my favorite graphic novel, rather, I've read this year, and that is Life of Melody.
Oh, I've
Okay.
been dying to read this. I've been dying to read this. I keep walking past it.
Oh,
I want it
Maddie,
so bad.
Maddie, just buy it. Just buy it.
I already
I am your
know.
bad influence, and just get it right now. Get it. Go online, get it, or go to wherever you saw it. Seven Seas put this out, which is fascinating because I guess they're starting to put out more
Yeah, other books.
traditional,
Hmm.
yeah, which is interesting. And Seven Seas and Hive works. But this is about this. Gosh, what I'm gonna
It's
forget now.
it's an elf, and is it a furbolg or is it like
A beast
werewolf?
man.
Beast man.
So a fairy godfather. He's a fairy and a beast man. And they basically at the beginning, they both hear a crying baby and they're like searching for this baby in the woods. And they both get to the baby like this. And they're both like, they fight over. They're like, wait, I was here to get this baby. It's some human baby.
Yeah.
But, not you, not me, not you, not me. I want it, you want it, So they finally decide, fine, we're both going to raise this baby.
Yeah.
And they hate each other. They're from two totally different worlds, completely different. They have their own like stereotypes about each other.
Yeah.
Preconceived notions, like assumptions they're making about each other and each, the fairy world and the beast world and everything. But they come together, of course, to raise this little helpless being that needs them. So the fairy godfather, he do they call him a god? Yeah, fairy godfather. He has this like magic ability that he helps give like make the beast guy into like a normal dude, right?
Yeah.
And then he hides like his fairy ears, and that's how they go out in public and take care of their baby. And they pretend to be married, of course, right?
Yeah.
So they have to get a house together, and they're raising the baby, and you get to see the baby grow up, and you get to see, of course, their relationship evolve into them hating each other and hating each other and hating each other until they're not going to hate each other the whole time, because that's how this works. And they were just such great characters. I loved their dynamic.
Yeah.
I loved the art in this. I loved their child. She was
I knew it would be good.
wonderful.
I knew it.
There were just so many good moments. Like, the side characters are fantastic too. They both have their own, like, they realize they're like, we have to get human jobs. Like, what do humans do? Like, we have to figure this out, which I love. I love that like thing that could happen, that plot point, I guess, because I loved it in like Thirsty Mermaids. Right?
Oh yeah,
it's
fun
always
every time.
Fascinating and fun and just so funny. Like, funny things happen, and that's what happens in here. And just there's an emotional depth throughout their relationship and becoming themselves changing because of each other, but also because of their child.
Yeah.
It's just so good. It's so good. I loved it so much. It was exactly like my kind of book. You know what I mean?
I knew it.
That's what I needed. You need it. You need it, Maddie. You're going to love it. You need it.
I know.
You're going to love it so much.
I'll grab it post-birthday.
Yeah. You're going to love it. You're going to be like, I'm so glad I did this. But yeah, that's it. That's the one. And that's the last one. That's what I've read.
Perfect. I think, we both talked about some good ones. Now we can just chill.
Yeah. I'm sure we've missed some chat stuff.
If it's a shorter show, that's fine. It's okay. Sometimes it's gotta be that way. One day DC will make Maddie and Roy Harper poster portfolio for her. They never will do that.
I was waiting for it. I was like,
never. Gotta do it myself. They're pushing Harley away more and more from the Joker. She's on the Justice League now. So yeah, which I'm thankful for. I'm glad. I'm tired of that whole rhetoric. I mean, I don't even like to hear about her being like over him. I'm good. Like,
yeah, we're done.
As far as I'm concerned, they're separate. Like, good. That's exactly how I feel about Murder Falcon. I expected nothing from it, and it ended up jumping up to my top 5. Is that nice?
It's so good too.
There's nothing better than a surprise when you read something.
That is a great example of one too, because if you just like look at the covers, and you're going to make an assumption about it that is not at all what you're going to get, and that's the best. It's the best storytelling. It's great.
Well, and I remember feeling that way about Red Sonja, just based on looks and covers. I was like, no, this isn't for me. There's no way. Incorrect.
Yeah. Absolutely. Which I love. It's like, you and I do it. I think we all do it. We all judge books by their covers, right? Yeah, and I think to an extent that works out. But then there are these hidden gems kind of stories.
Well, and I never would have picked up Upgrade Soul ever.
Oh my gosh. It's not a good cover. I'm sorry. No, it's not good at all.
Cover. Yeah. And then they made that special edition and kept the awful cover, but made it smaller.
I'll never not be upset about it.
I don't understand.
It's bad. It's so bad. Who made that choice? They're just like, you know what? We don't want to do a whole other cover.
I don't know.
Just squeeze the image down, and no, terrible.
There's no way you can tell how incredibly deep Murder Falcon is by looking at it. Then it slaps you with feels and you can't let go. That's the best.
It's true. So true.
Karen says, I just hope after Dark Crisis, the DC universe and the comics can return to normal somewhat. Don't we all? I basically want a rebirth reboot. Just make things
Reboot the reboot
easy. Stop overcomplicating. Stop being like, no, people don't want happiness. They just want dark stuff. Incorrect. You can balance that out.
Yeah, we need to get away from that. Like, you know what? Where's Happy Batman? I'm just saying. I know nobody wants to hear it. Where's Happy Batman?
He's in the Wayne Family Adventures, which is the best.
Yeah, and it's great.
It's the best comic. It's good every time.
So good.
Batman recently got injured, and everybody thought it's because he got into some huge fight. But he tried to skateboard in the house and fell down the stairs. That's why he's injured.
I'm gonna have to finish that up. I'm gonna get caught up again.
10.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
So good.
Also, Tim tries to go on a date with a boy, and he got stressed and has to ask Batman for help.
Love it. I love it.
Love it. I felt the same way about God Hates Astronauts. My partner basically had to force me to read it and at least give it a chance. And who would have thought I enjoyed it as much as I do? That's the best. It's the best feeling.
It's the best.
And I feel that way about any media, like books, comic books, like movies, TV shows, whatever. I enjoy it so much more, and I'm surprised by it if I underestimate it.
Right.
It's the best. And there's characters I never thought I'd like. Like, there'd be characters you'd be like, hey, you want to read a Black Bolt thing? I'll say, no. That guy's lame. No, thank you. And I read one just Black Bolt only book, and I was like, I get it. All right. Of course, it never stands up to that one portrayal, right? Yeah. So that is hard. Same with like, Mr. Miracle. Ever since reading it, I'm constantly searching for like fun Mr. Miracle content. I'm like, no, it's not there for me. Happy Batman doesn't exist. You want Happy go to Metropolis or Central City. I don't think that's true. I think Happy Batman does exist. People don't know how to write it. And not that he has to be happy all the time. I don't expect that. I still expect
not at all.
I think there's a difference between emotionally intelligent and happy. I think he's happy and very emotionally unintelligent and awkward.
Yeah.
Like, I just think he doesn't know how to do it. And I like that. Not everybody's happy is the same, which I enjoy.
Yeah, like, I agree.
I still stand by, ever since I saw that one TikTok that Batman's neurodivergent. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. The way he'll leave mid-conversation when he's done.
True. What a good point.
The way he hyper-focuses on things.
What a good point.
He doesn't communicate the same way other people do.
Yeah. And you make a great point with, like, everyone's happy being different. I mean, we don't have to be skipping down the street with like a big smile on our faces. Yeah. That doesn't have to be depicted in a comic book for that character to be happy. It just...
Not everyone's me.
You know. You skip it down the street.
Yeah, when I'm happy, it is like, whoa. Chill out.
Okay.
He's happy being dark and gritty. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. He's like the kind that's going to be like, if it was a manga term, it'd be tsundere. Like, he'd be like, I mean, thanks, I don't really care or anything. Like, he's more that type.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the way that he's not good at telling his like people he loves them, but he'll rent out a whole amphitheater so Cassie Kane can perform her ballet because he missed it. So he never says those things, right?
Yeah.
He just does them.
You know,
like Mr. Darcy. He's a Mr. Darcy.
You know what I've decided I want?
What?
I want a Batman book called Batman Doesn't Care. And it's very much like Delilah Green doesn't care because she cares, y'all. So, like, Batman doesn't care, but you know he cares. And that's what I want. And I want it to be
so good.
And I want it to be all the family stuff. I want it to be all the like conversations between characters that do not have to do with the Joker, that don't have to do with villains taking over Gotham. Whatever else they're talking about, that's what needs to be depicted in this book. Batman doesn't care. But of course he cares.
Oh, that's so good.
Why isn't DC calling me? What's happening?
Again, I don't want to write this stuff. I want to be the idea. If we were just like, let's be the ideas people. We'll come up with the ideas. Other people can write and illustrate it. But just like,
that's fine.
Listen.
It's fine. We're nobodies. It's fine.
So you want Spy Family? Yeah, I want Spy Family.
Yeah, exactly. Actually.
Oh my God. Yeah, I want Spy Family.
Yes, I want Spy Family.
just,
It's great.
sometimes it could help DC or Marvel to just take a little bit of tropes from manga. Just not all the time, not for every story.
Right.
Just every once in a while, like I said before, like we've said before, to offset the big events and the big like life or death situations,
Mm-hmm.
give me just a little bit of that. You don't have to do a
Yeah.
lot. Just a little bit.
Just a little sprinkle.
Manga does it so well. It's all balanced
Yeah.
for a lot of things. So I care. Like, I love My Hero Academia because I have a good mix.
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen have a great mix. Spy Family, like
That's why the big shonen
yeah.
books, like those, like the ones that get very popular, there's a reason. It's not all like there's consistent action, there's consistent,
Oh yeah.
those bits that, everybody loves, but the real heart of it, just like in One Piece,
Ah,
are the
yes.
interactions with the characters. It's
Yeah.
not all about those big battles, and stuff happens in those and characters get closer, and I
Oh
understand
yeah.
that. But to me, it's about those smaller moments. Those little bits where they're helping each other, where something unspoken happens
Yeah.
between characters that make you care about this big event where somebody
Yeah.
could die. We need
Which
more
is
of that.
why so many of like movie or TV adaptations of them work so well because we get to have those. Like I'm still Umbrella Academy just dropped today and I've been watching. I haven't finished it, obviously, because I have to watch it around work. But like I get to have the mix of both. You mean I get to have a dance scene and the world is ending? Yes.
Mhm. Well,
Thank
and
you.
we think about also like that's why Stranger Things works so
Oh,
well. They do it perfectly too.
perfectly.
You can have your little moments where you're just sitting, like they're sitting in a house having a conversation, but also the world's ending 5 minutes later. Like, but it works. It just works so well. We need more of that in comics.
Babylon makes a great point, which is, yeah, it really does help with the manga
Yeah.
because there's always pretty much one person writing the entire story and doing the art. Like it does help a lot with consistency, and I do
Right.
blame partly we're still stuck in that 6 issue to trade industry, the issue by issue industry, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different. It's bad for me, I think, but it makes it a lot harder to consistently deliver a story because you have pressures of delivering issue by issue and having it wrap up in a trade. And so that can take away from like the long-term development of things, especially when
Yeah.
suddenly it'll change very quickly or get disrupted by an event because not everybody in editorial is considering your smaller book when they're considering the big picture. And it sucks. I know One Piece is in good hands. I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it. It's fine. And I'm safe. But if that was made here, it was part of a bigger multiverse. No.
Well, and you think about, obviously we get the same writer, typically the same artist in the more indie runs, right? Like we get that consistency,
Yeah.
and that's what pulls me to those more than the big two. And I still
Yeah.
look behind me, I still love the big two. But if you also look at like the omnis that everybody loves, like certain runs, like
They're
there's
one writer.
consistency in those, the biggest,
Jason Aaron's
most
runner.
popular ones, right? You think about Jason Aaron's runs, you think about like everybody loves, Peter David's Hulk, like things like that. You had that consistency, and even when there were like issue breaks,
Mm-hmm.
where other writers would come in and stuff, you would notice a difference.
Oh
But
yeah,
also,
it's upsetting.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the same thing. Not only publication issues, but also stagnation issues. Writers need to reset characters back to zero if their run is done. They can't have any growth. Absolutely.
it's hard.
Which is why
Yeah.
I'm forever sad for my Titans characters because they will never, even though they are older now. Thank God they were allowed to be older after being Teen Titans for so long. They're never going to have growth. Not really. Not real substantial growth. And same with all of the rest of our characters. Batman's forever 34, right? Like that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I hate that for them. I know with like Marvel sometimes that can be easier to deal with since it's like they never reboot anything. But James says if you have read Miss Marvel by Saladin Ahmed, it's everything you were asking for. I do need to read his run because I do love Saladin Ahmed. Umbrella Academy's season is very good so far. I'm loving it. What a treat for my week. It was. I feel like they released it for me and specifically. They're like, "Hey, I know it's rough, Maddie.
Oh,
Here's Umbrella Academy.
I love that. I need
And
to.
Miss Marvel, even though people apparently aren't not as many people are watching it as compared to other Marvel stuff, continues to be wonderful for me because if I feel like you can be anyone to relate, but I know I relate as a like female geek and nerd because I see her and I see high school me completely. Even though our backgrounds are different, I very much relate. Anyways, I just talked a bunch. What's up?
No, I feel like I'm so behind on TV. I need to watch all of those shows. I need to watch Obi-Wan. I need to watch all of them because you know what I'm stuck in now?
What?
Love Victor season 3.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's the final season, which I didn't even realize, and that's kind of a bummer. But it's
I
so
don't
good.
even remember season 2, and I must have watched it. But I started to watch season 3, and I was like, "Did I watch season 2?"
What I feel like you would know because like that ending
Right?
with Lake
I'm gonna have to rewatch
and
all of it.
and the waitress.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Okay, yeah, you have to. You need to. It's short anyway, but
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
Like, how would I have missed? It just seems so weird.
I don't know.
I don't miss things.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's on Hulu.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
got you. It
I mean,
kind of just like sneak up to you.
of course, I can believe Spy Gerard,
Okay.
right? As a My Chem fan,
Listen.
of course, no surprise.
Listen. I was loving My Chem back in the day. That's
Same.
why I got into Umbrella Academy. I was like, I didn't care. I mean, I wasn't like the biggest comic person at that time anyway as a teenager. And then he came out with that. I was like, yes, I'm buying that. Of course. I'm also seeing them, soon. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. Yes, I also met Gerard Way in a street corner in St. Louis when I was a teenager.
So jealous. Forever jealous.
He was lovely.
Of course.
He was lovely. Of course he was. Yep.
I feel like I would have gotten into Marvel if I didn't start reading comics when I did. There was a lot of social political things going on that really drove me away. I just wanted some hero fun. For me, mostly like Marvel and DC were so difficult to start on because and not social political stuff because to me that's not getting in the way for me, but there are so many big complicated events and things I didn't know where to start with things. So I did appreciate when newer characters came on. I was like, okay, issue 1, a new character. It's easy for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And I get that soon too. What a
I gotta get everything. I gotta get back into everything.
So excited. And I've got new video games
list.
coming out. Like AI Somnium Falls comes out on Friday, and I'm like, been waiting for that. And Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be out soon.
Yeah.
And we have
I'm gonna
the second part of Stranger Things season next Friday.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I should just take off work that day.
You really should. We all should.
You know what? I should give myself a 4-day birthday weekend.
Do it. You have to.
Life has not been kind to me, and I deserve a 4-day weekend for my birthday.
You do. You're off work next Friday.
This bitch.
I approve your time off.
Oh. I mean, I'm the boss now,
She's
I guess.
Lovely. She would never.
She would. Hey, so you're going to the concert in September? MCR was really my first band, only one I can say I know all their songs by heart.
I'm
seeing them, right?
I'm seeing them in August, yeah.
So jealous.
Very excited. I saw them ages ago, open for Green Day. And it was the best. The best show.
Oh my gosh. We differ so incredibly.
Ragnarok, I love.
Ragnarok is like my favorite.
I was like, it's probably my favorite too.
Yeah, it's Ragnarok followed by Guardians 2 for me.
Yeah.
But I understand that what I enjoy in a superhero movie is very different from some other people.
Sure.
So that's okay. I respect you.
Yeah.
For me, that is exactly what I want. So I know that Thor: Love and Thunder is made for me. I know before it comes out. I know exactly. One, I love Jason Aaron's Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's probably my favorite Marvel run, even over Annihilation, with Annihilation being a close second. And I mean, Valkyrie and Jane Foster's Thor. Come on.
I'm just look. It's an unpopular opinion until now, but I'm glad Natalie's back, and now other people seem to care.
I cannot wait to see how buff she is.
Oh, she's good. Have you seen the promo?
Yeah.
The trailer?
Yes, I have.
Oh, well then you know.
I need to buy like an outfit to wear or something, like a shirt or something. Like those Asgard tours. There's like some shirts for
Ooh,
that.
yeah. Love
That
that.
sounds cute.
Love that.
Hello. I just started watching season 4 of The Circle, and I'm excited. Season 3 was incredible.
Okay, 1, love what you're saying. 2, have you checked out our Circle? Wait, you shouldn't. Well, you could. It's early. We did it early on.
We did do an episode 1 or talking about the beginning of Circle. Anyways.
Yeah.
We
anyway,
love The Circle.
Check out the Comic Slayer channel because we talk about The Circle. We actually recommend comic books to all the season 4 characters, so that was pretty cool. We did that, so
love
check that out.
Circle.
Buffy's here. Maddie's not even. She's like, I don't care.
Hello, little baby. Hello. She looks so dead in her eyes.
Yeah, she's like, don't do this to me.
The worst MCU movie, way too much comedy. Lay's not my cup of tea, which is crazy because Aaron's run was crazy good. And that's fine. I like the comedy. So I understand. I have some people that like way prefer other movies, and I totally get it. Reading Aaron's Thor Omnibus, so good. It's so good. Oh, as a fantasy fan, oh, I love it. Green Day is still around. Yeah, they're still around.
I'm sorry, how dare you? They're still one of my favorite bands ever. So yeah,
I'll never forget.
But I saw them with My Chemical Romance in the early 2000s. That's what I was referencing. Yeah. Yeah, but I'll never forget. Yeah, we were at the same Green Day show.
The same one.
Didn't even know.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, with
my scene hair on.
With the band. Who was it?
Oh, Kaiser Chiefs. Yep. Because I left it being more of a fan than Kaiser Chiefs and Green Day.
I mean, how dare you? But
that's more my style of music, to be honest.
Mean, they were great. They were great. Yeah.
And I think I realized I don't like concerts where I have to stand. So and now I know I'm diagnosed with ADHD. A lot more things make sense. But I remember when it was time to be like, we're doing encore. I was like, God, we've been here for 4 hours. I was like, this is a long time for me to stand.
It's funny too. That I forget. Like I saw them twice in Nashville, and I can't remember which one that was. But I was front row for one of them, and I want to say that may have been it.
I was in one of the standing room places. I don't know.
But I mean, it was great because Billy Joe like had one of those like big squirt gun things, and he squirted me in the face. No big deal. It's fine. It's fine. I don't still think about it. It's all right.
Who's gonna take care of Buffy when I Willow in road trip?
My mom and dad. They're gonna come over and feed them and give Willow medicine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Christina, hello. I'm happy to see you too. I was very sad that Christina and I work in a very similar industry that I will not share. And there was a conference. I was really hoping that she would be there because I was new. And I was like, are you here? I'm alone. I mean, my colleagues were there, but we're not like, it's not my immediate colleagues. So
sure.
So instead I'm just like, this is too many people. I want to go back to my room and watch TV and Forensic Files. I actually started watching because of you guys. I love this.
I love that so much. Yeah, thank you for watching it.
I love it so much. I feel like it's my thing. We've got to audition like at least once, right?
Oh my gosh! Ooh, wait, can we do it together and we'll be a character?
Yes.
Oh, can you imagine?
Oh my god! There's no way they let us. If they did though, they should because I think we'd be entertaining.
Oh, we would be so good. We would be so good because we would like be telling these people off as we talk to them. It would be so good. We'll be but like in a likable way, right?
Well,
like I feel like
our response would take so long because we'd be laughing the whole time.
That's true. And they'll be like, "Are they telling secrets?" It's like, yeah, probably, but they'll be like, "Oh, it's a catfish. They're taking too long." It's like, crap, I guess. Like,
I can you imagine you and me flirting with a person?
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be great.
Great. We'll just use pictures of like Jeff Lemire. Let's do something awkward. Like
that'd be so fun.
No. Okay, I got it. You and me, we're gonna be Chris Schweitzer.
Ooh, okay, hold on. I love this. That's perfect.
Who doesn't want to talk to Chris Schweitzer? He's got a big mustache and he's so big and burly and he like
the suspenders.
Whittles wood.
Yeah, whittles.
Builds stuff with his hands.
Oh, love it. Okay, we're doing
knows about history and shit.
Right. How do we audition? We're doing it.
Let's ask Chris this weekend.
Maybe like, can we can we use your photos for the circle? Be like,
yeah, we
what's
want to apply to be
happening?
in the circle, but we don't pretend to be you. Is that okay?
That's so weird. I love it.
We've got to do it. That's so good. Oh, COVID was wild at the conference. Girl, I wouldn't be surprised. I wore my mask. It was required the whole time. I did get bronchitis afterwards, but that I've had bronchitis before, so I don't. That could have been from anywhere. No one's wearing masks anywhere on planes anywhere. So, except for me, and I'm like, and everyone's just like wild abandon, coughing on planes. I'm like, we are in a enclosed space.
It's rough out there. It's rough out there.
It is rough. Knock on wood, still haven't had it.
Yeah, I feel like I need to be the same.
So fingers crossed.
I do need to address Babylon Shadows. Same. Oh, come
one?
on. Are you going to tell me Uno Stray was good? That's a lie. It's so funny because, no, I'm not going to say that to you. However, the best of Uno Stray was Uno. And it was like, that's Stray. Like, I mean, it wasn't my favorite. But there are some gems in there, I feel like. Just a bit. Of course, American Idiot will forever be top tier. I agree. Of course. Of course.
Well, we're getting close to time. I guess we can go ahead and wrap up because I got some Obi-Wan to watch.
Awesome. I got a pack.
That's going to be an hour and a half. Do you going tomorrow?
Yeah, we're very early in the morning.
Yeah.
We have to
I'm excited for
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'll send you pictures.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll be here next week. If you're going to Heroes Con, go say hi to Kristan and Reed. And if you're not, just keep an eye on their socials, see what's going on. I hope you post often.
Yeah, table AA52 if you are going to be there. We're kind of in Indie Island, so check that out.
It's fun. And we'll be here same time next week on Wednesday, talking about something. We'll figure it out. Listen, life is crazy.
Yeah. You know, we'll talk about a lot of things. Also, there's a question. Have you heard Foundation of Decay by MCR? Of course we have. Right? I assume you have, Maddie. Come on. Of course. Yeah, it's great. Yep.
Yeah. And we'll see you then. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.